We are definitely in good hands, guys, because something is most definitely brewing. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around 49 cents here, right? Just consolidating as we see right here, guys. Bitcoin slowly starting to move higher and higher. So let's see what happens. Remember, Tether did print another billion yesterday, guys, right? So hopefully we do see a pump in the next couple days. First things first, guys. First of all, we have a Mr. Pool proof. He got confirmed. Check this out. This is crazy, actually. And people say the Riddlers are frauds. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP and the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. What do we see here, guys? Now, breaking: Russian nuclear-powered submarine detected off United Kingdom coast. Okay, but why is that strange? Well, this tweet from Mr. Poole, guys, on 6/16, right, with the submarine. Even though it was like 4 years, right, 4 years off, a 4-year delta. I don't know, guys. Right? What are the chances of that? I mean, the probability has to be so slim, right? To literally none, unless you're in the know. Now, today we have so this is why we must pay attention to Mr. Poole and Big Short and Bearable Guy, right? All these Riddlers, guys, who are in the know, because I do believe they are, right? Broken NDAs and all sorts of stuff, guys, right? Especially with XRP. Now, through cartoons, right, through cryptic messages and stuff like that, guys. Now, on 6/16/2020, right, he did post as well a smiley face, guys. I'm pretty sure, or a smile, just a smile, guys. Now, smile. Look at this. BRICS countries refuse to sign Ukraine peace summit declaration, and then we go up here, guys, right? Mr. Poole, BRICS. Why is this fascinating? Because Russia is developing a trans-border payment infrastructure, guys, right? So this is what's weird to me. The whole world is moving faster and faster, right, towards this new age, it seems as. It's going to happen, guys, whether people like it or not. What's really odd to me is they literally used or are using certain countries for their own advantage, right? Such as a catalyst, guys. I don't know how to explain this, but these certain countries, such as G7 and BRICS, had to be enemies of each other, right? America, Russia, guys, right? China, enemies of each other to accelerate the same plan, to accelerate the same end goal, which is a new financial system. But it's just weird to me why they're using that, guys, right? That excuse. I'm guessing this is a perfect excuse, that's why.
It's a separate matter which is important both for exporters and importers, is the development of trans-border payment infrastructure. It's an open secret that reliability and trust towards Western payment systems has been really undermined. Indeed, by the Western countries themselves. I'd like to highlight that in the last year, the payments for Russian export in the so-called toxic currencies of non-friendly states has halved.
Look at that, guys, right? Getting sanctions, and all that stuff. So it all started through what? Fighting these other countries, right? So that was the first domino to fall, guys. Then throw out sanctions, right? Things getting worse and worse. So now these certain countries have to build their own infrastructure, right? Which will tie into, I don't know, digitize, right? Digitization, things like that, guys. Isn't that weird? It sure is to me. Check this out. Stealth erosion. IMF issues striking United States dollar collapse warning as the Fed primes Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP for a crypto price boom. Right, this is from Forbes themselves. And they're talking about XRP price boom, guys? Right? Is that truly the case? Because it's the last thing we'll hear before it's too late. So this comes from Forbes, it's themselves, guys, and look at this. So the price of the Bitcoin price has just had a $4 trillion watershed moment, while Ethereum, XRP, and other major coins are braced for a Wall Street bombshell. They're not making this stuff up, guys. This is how we know we go higher, right? It's the craziest thing. Now, after the Federal Reserve quietly admitted gold is replacing the United States dollar, the IMF has warned of a striking decline in the United States dollar's share of allocated foreign reserves of central banks and governments. Strikingly, the reduced role of the United States dollar over the last 2 decades has not been matched by increases in the shares of other big four currencies, the euro, yen, and pound, guys. This is weird to me because this seems to me like they're setting up the stage for before the collapse, right? The blow off of all tops, guys. So I'm thinking something like this, guys. Right, the narrative against the United States dollar. Look at that. That's literally the actual blow off top, right? Which will take place before the collapse. But for this path to materialize, I think it is something more like this, guys. Right. But that's strange because there are attacks on the USD, right? Remember, when the USD falls, when the USD goes down, what goes up? Risk assets, crypto, stocks, right? They're all correlated, goes up. But honestly, during the collapse, I still believe the United States dollar will be a safe haven asset, guys. And then they talk about cutting rates and stuff like that. So I don't know. It seems like they're gearing up. Now, BRICS is building its own currency blockchain based and mostly backed by gold. Right, the United States dollar collapse is coming. Get ready for the global reset, guys. Check this out.
Crazy friends might say, think is coming is a recession. What your crazy friends might say to you is coming is maybe a depression. You'd be mistaken. Those are lies. What is coming is a collapse of the dollar. You haven't had one of those. We've never experienced the collapse of the dollar, of the world's reserve currency. This will make us Venezuela. Make no mistake. If you want to be prepared, prepare yourself like people should have prepared in Venezuela. Soon, I don't know when, but it will happen overnight. Soon, everything will be collapsing, and the banks will close, and there will be chaos.
No one else stated it except us, guys, right? We're always 5 and 9 steps ahead because I told you guys, there's a recession, there's a depression, and there's something even nobody has experienced ever before if you're living. Unless you're living hundreds of years, right? You're like hundreds of years old or something, or thousands. And that thing is a new system, a new financial system, right? It changes every 100 years or so, right? Something new pops out, and that new financial system will target XRP. Literally, XRP will be backed by the world, guys. Remember, when these people are friends or enemies, right? They're not. They're all friends behind the scenes. Because this is why. This is laughable. Laughable. Huge! Ripple XRP news. Ripple CEO confirms his company is working with 10 governments around the world on CBDCs.
That is, Ripple has invested and is working with about 10 different governments around the world to do central bank digital currencies. I mean, a central bank digital currency is a stablecoin. It's issued by the government. That is
so tell me, which governments are that? Right? Are those? Come on, right? Are they enemies of America? You bet they are, right? But that's funny how Ripple, an American company, is working with enemies of its own country, guys. It's the most funniest. I don't know, it's hilarious. That's how you know they're all colluding together to bring out this new financial system, and XRP will be the heart of it, in my humble opinion. Why? Because of the Riddlers. That's it, guys. That's it. And it targets money. Those two things is checkmate. JP Morgan acknowledged Ripple as a heavyweight in the age of CBDCs. JP Morgan, heavyweights from Ripple, right, in the age of CBDCs. What did they say? This is from JP Morgan. Literally the main puppet in the system right now.
Let's take a look at traditional finance, and you have these clear silos across different financial institutions. And when open networks and Bitcoin, for example, were introduced, they were really intended to break down those walls, disintermediate and decentralize the financial system, and allow for value to flow smoothly throughout the network. And so while that problem was initially solved with the introduction of chains like Bitcoin and the XRP ledger, as time went on and the number of blockchains continued to grow, and you now have L1s, L2s, Ethereum came on the scene, and it just continues to proliferate. It's almost as if we came almost full circle, and that now we have new walls and new silos where liquidity gets trapped on each of these individual blockchains. So interoperability and infrastructure like that of Axelar and Layer 0 is a great solution to that problem, and it's finally going to allow for the transfer of value, so tokens moving between these individual chains that all have their unique advantages and reason for attracting users, as well as information through new technologies and advancements like general message passing. So I think there are kind of two clear benefits in terms of how this interoperability will unlock additional liquidity, and the first is market efficiency. So now that value can seamlessly flow between chains, you no longer are going to have the issue where a particular user wants, say, USDC, for example, but that token is not issued on a particular chain. USDC can be brought over by a bridge, for example, and now there's greater...
The most important 5.89 seconds by Brad Garlinghouse.
Anything we do in mind of how do we make sure XRP is as successful as possible for everyone here.
It's that simple. Why? Because you're all invested into XRP, guys. If you're invested into something and you're building it out, don't you want it to be successful? Obviously, so you become richer and more wealthier, right? Not to mention, Brad Garlinghouse, who are you backed by? Right? Who's giving you the calls, the orders? Let's be realistic now. Look, Moon, Beyond, Moon and Beyond, guys, XRP, come on. So, all these things are happening. It seems like things are accelerating to the fastest degree, to the fastest pace. What do we see here from Mr. Poole? Okay. On 6/17, we see things are getting faster and faster, guys, right? About to enter a wormhole, so to speak, supposedly. Timelines upon timelines, I don't know. But there is light at the end of every tunnel. Some tunnels just happen to be longer than others. Right, today is what, a 13th date? Is that true? Oh, 6/7. Wow, today's 13, guys. 138 is the fool, isn't he? So, data point. The point of no return, stated from Big Short. But Poole left on 8/6/23, okay? 8/6/23. Now, why is that weird? Because Big Short tweeted this on 6/8/24, right? 6/8/86/23. That's weird. Then Big Short comes about. He says 1166, guys. What does that even mean? I have no clue. But 1166 Avenue of the Americas, Citibank. Could that be the case? Targeting a bank. Angel number 1166 is asking you to overcome your fears and be prepared to admire the beauty of the present situations. Let go of the past to welcome the mesmerizing future that awaits you, guys. You know what they need to let go of? XRP being at 50 cents. Exactly. So you tell them first, then they could tell us. Now, 6th day, 6th lunar month is July 11th, guys. Posted 11 p.m. Japan time. I just had my own thinking, guys. 1166, right? Maybe perhaps it's 19, like the Phoenix number, 91, right? Has in $10 and $90. Though I'm pretty sure this is some type of destruction number because the timestamp is 311. 2 plus 1 is 311. So there's a lot of different connections here, guys. But if this isn't literally the proof in the damn pudding, guys, then I don't know what else is, because they literally stated it from the beginning of time.
Golden ratio, all right. So it's symbolized by phi, this Greek symbol. But the golden ratio is it's a math a plus b over b when it equals a over b is what? Well, it's about 1.61809897. If you pull out those geometric differences in those circles, you end up with these Fibonacci sequences. Or as a different way, you start to see network structure where you've got hubs and you've got less important hubs in a network. And so out of that, we create a logo called the Triskelion, which is our Ripple logo. But it really does come out of that mathematic principle of the golden ratio.
And that's exactly why XRP created its all-time high at a phi day, right, or something like that, guys. Look at that, right? They use specific symbols and things like this, guys, to pull that energy, right, for an energy boost. I'm pretty sure that's the case.
As one of the fastest.
And the movies and all the shows talk about XRP, guys, basically, right? So this seems to me like we're in good hands, guys. I don't know why people are worried and things like that. Now, the fountain for today's video comes from X Family. Yesterday, Ripple went down to 988. Let's see if they're at 985 again. Oh, Ripple got depegged, guys. Right? Hopefully they stay higher. I'm not higher because I was reading this, but they follow another count here soon for the repegging of 985. Let's go. Now, been HYS, but things are looking quite swell in my opinion. What is XRP amazingness? See ya.